We have all faced that awkward moment at the iPad cash register being asked to tip 20% for a bottle of water you grabbed yourself. I have spent time studying this topic of eliminating tipping to comprehend how profoundly tipping culture now affects both our wallets and our workplaces. I'll be stating the problems, offering solutions, and helping you visually see the benefits of eliminating tip culture. Problem number one. According to the article, tipping culture just hit a breaking point and customers are pushing back by Rachel Dilling from the Men's Journal. Tipping culture is officially out of control. Men'sJournal.com also states this week a reporter criticized the foolishness of tipping culture in a widely shared post on Twitter stating, 20% for someone making eye contact and handing me a muffin is crazy. A 2023 Pew Research survey found 72% of Americans feel pressure to tip in more places than they did 5 years ago, confirmed by Men'sJournal.com. In a recent titled article, Why Tipping Culture is Bad for Everyone, published on WayneElsey.com by Wayne Elsey, says tipping creates social guilt. Wayne Elsey says requesting a tip is similar to emotional blackmail because the server is there and can see what you're doing. That guilt is deliberate and manipulative. Magazine article, Tipping is Out of Control, is also a serious labor issue, published on Time.com website by Kim Kelly, talks about employers use tipping to avoid paying standard wages, leaving their staff to rely entirely on customers' instinct to make a living. While back-of-house employees like chefs and dishwashers are left behind financially, front-of-the-house employees like servers and hosts may earn fair wages, says Time.com. There is a high chance these two workers aren't getting paid the same just based off tips alone. Just because tipping, and we don't even really know who they're going to. It could go to the employers or someone else by the percentage rates. Here are some solutions to eliminating tipping culture. In the article, To Tip or Not to Tip, published on King Clear Personal Finance by Emma Patch, she gives a strategy on, although you may feel obligated to tip, today, when they flip the screen around, you can view the electronic tip payment as today's tip jar to help relieve the pressure of tipping. Here are some more solutions. WayneElsey.com gives a solution of what if businesses paid their employees a fair wage instead of pressuring clients to pay for their salaries. Time.com offers, in order to prevent profit-hungry business owners from passing on labor costs to customers, the essay explicitly advocates for revising labor regulations and getting rid of the minimum wage structure. Employers are required to give workers a full fair living wage. The text, here's a tip, eliminate versus tipping culture and pay people a living wage, published on Medium.com by Gene Marks, suggests a radical but practical solution. Tax tip income at a higher rate instead of opening tax loopholes that encourage tipping. The government would make the tipping system financially unappealing for companies and employees by raising tax tips. Employers would be compelled by this change in a policy to pay a direct, equitable living wage out of their own pockets. Okay, here are some benefits of eliminating tipping culture. From Medium.com, employers would be forced to step up and pay their workers a fair living wage directly. Consumers would no longer feel the mounting pressure to tip at every single point of sale. It would eliminate social awkwardness and guilt of tipping for a simple task like pouring a basic cup of coffee. The U.S. will also align with the rest of the world on eliminating tips that are largely banned or not expected in other countries. An article, a legal tipping point, dash, or no dash tip policies for the wave of the future on FordHarrison.com by Ford Harrison. Predictable paychecks provide staff with stable fixed earnings, which helps satisfy the pressures of everyone. Without a tip line, unhappy customers are more inclined to voice complaints directly to management than leaving a bad tip on the employees. So here is a summary. Today I discussed the problems caused by tipping culture, I offered solutions, and discussed the benefits of these solutions. We can finally create a marketplace where workers are constantly appreciated and consumers may donate out of genuine appreciation rather than artificial guilt. By replacing the unpredictable pressure of tipping culture with guaranteed equitable compensation.